Hey, the Yella man.
Hello?
Hey, PMG seeing me.
Fuck.
Hey,
Cool mama. Hit my line, where you at? Pop Poco shoppers, we got good though. Serving the gas through the window. Home will fuck if it's kinfolk.
Hey, glass house was 10-4. Straight drop hit like 10-4.
Hey, real type of house, I'm a kinfolk. Turn a good girl to a nympho.
I get it crackin', dope in the cabinet. I put that work in no panties.
hey, these niggas be acting, serving the addicts. I put them L's in the cabinet. Whoa.
Before they go boom like tempo, everybody get hit, even your bimbo. Even your bill folk, I'm in the trap rolling nickels. Break down a pack like a swisher. Count this cat with your sister. She eat the dick, I don't kiss her.
She disappeared on miss her. Sippin' that lean like a liquor. These niggas squares a pitch. OG gas in the jar like a pickle. Get 2 for a nigga.
We still trapping 100 pack skittles. Stain a nigga for a figure.
I give a fuck if they sign me. I'm on the block where it's grinding. Looking for me, you can find me.
Where I'm at? Up there. Push price 6 and stuck there.
OG bad, let him go for 2 for 5. Ain't shit here sweet, I ain't let shit slide. Fuck nigga play with the game, better hide. My young nigga shoot like it's NBA live.
Kicking the pack like it's FIFA. We got the package of reefer. Go get a pack of some reefer. Oak Cliff nigga got a cheaper. Whipping the work white beater.
Hey, she know I'm fucking then leaving, so she suck on me like she leeching. Hey, El Chapo, I'm a demon. Fuck that bitch, then delete me.
Hey, young nigga hungry, that's king. Woke up them four that was dreaming. We got good dope if you fiend. We done my dope to a beam.
I beat the pack like it's Tina. Can't see me, John Cena. I got them spots like a cheetah.
Nigga, I'm fly as a seagull. Keep on kiss side people. That bitch be lying, you believe her.
Hey, you kissing that bitch and she swallowing semen. Young nigga came from the streets, I was scheming. All that rapping, capping like he a demon. Catch him in person, these niggas ain't mean it.
Now all these niggas ain't mean it. Boy, these niggas be scheming. 200,000, I seen it. 300,000, you dreaming. All this money in the match. My necklace flooded in carrots. I just be ducking these rabbits. Boy, these little niggas be acting.
All of my niggas in love with them carrots. Will swear I be thugging with rabbits. Hey, all of them gadgets up under the mattress. Them packs on top of the cabinet. Fly to be rolling like Davins. I'm all in the game like NFL Madden. Ain't never had dreams of rapping. Just hit me a scheme and this how it happened.
Ballin' the D like the Maverick. I'm on your demon, that's it. Pop up, let you have it. They know the game with that stand. They know we poppin' with Thuka, this shit gon' get tragic.
Poppin' with Thuka, this shit get tragic. Retarded like boy with the mega. Or rap up the door like a package. Fuck this rap, I'm trapping. Nose ass neighbor keep nagging. I with my dog like Shaggy. Ripping my hood is tatted. Big 4-4, I'm sagging. Got 4 bows in the cabinet. Fuck more holding your daddy.
Hey, kicking this shit like Jet Li. Pass my towel, you sweating me. No, I'm not keep, but you sweating me. All on the knee, hoe blessing me. Where the nigga act like Slitter bum. Top saying like a damn intercom. Nigga ain't stop fucking Pentagon. Gucci my bag, me in
At
my
the store in designer, I'm trapping in Gucci. Trap.
Gucci.
To hit me, this thing got me dancing like Uzi. Do it look like I'm left out bad and bougie? Huh? What you say? Do it look like I'm left out bad and bougie? Vivi and diamonds, they wear like jacuzzi. Chopper hit him, make him seem like he lose.
Sing like Lucha, band like Boosie. I'm in a trap guy like Gucci. I smoke the kush to a doobie. Rapping them pie like Luger. Infinite and no Ruger. Shoot a nigga like a movie. I had them cruising by Rudy's.
Long as 2 rulers. Give a pipe, then I threw her. Act like I never knew her. I'm in your shit like I grew in it. You in my city, you tune. These niggas watching, try to copy what I'm doing. It don't work like unemployed.
A nigga playing, then we blowin'. Reach on my chain and you dying, little nigga, you know I ain't going. Play with gon' get be dead in the morning. First shot in your head, we ain't sending no warning. Bitch.
What's good? It's your boy Little's Holler Man, Dallas Unit Radio Show. We back live once again from Castle Day Fat Boy season. You know what I'm saying? Definition DJ Johnny Ribs crib. You know what I'm saying? Bluesky Bruce crib. The crib of, inspiration. We're here with KNON DJ Daniel Boone. Boom. I keep saying Daniel Boone. I gotta keep correcting myself. Daniel Boom. You know what I'm saying?
It's meant to do that. It's meant to do that.
I mean,
So
it
can stick in your mind.
Yeah, it does stick, and that's why I keep correcting myself because it's like I keep saying it so fast that I hear myself. I know I'm saying boom, but I know it sounds like boom. So, but yeah, man, this is a legendary DJ sitting next to me. KNON is an awesome station that's been around for well since before I was born. I'm not gonna sit up and say that what I'm saying that's a bad thing, but it's damn sure a great thing. Fuck what you heard, you know what I'm saying? So how long have you been with KNON?
I've been there since I think it was 97, 98.
97, 98?
Yeah, and then I took like 6 years off to go DJ for another station.
Okay.
And I was at a commercial radio station for almost 2 years, and then I took a little break and then went back. So
Okay. So when did you start DJing like professionally?
professionally,
Yeah.
I'm guessing like 96, 95.
96, 95?
Yeah.
So what was the life like right before KNON? Like as a DJ?
As a DJ, I mean, that was back in the era of vinyl and
Right.
CDs. So I mean, we're just, I mean, it is what it was. I mean, to me, it was a lot. The crowd was a lot better for me back then because that was the age of loop.
Right.
And
Yeah.
people like to get crunk at the parties, dance, and nowadays everybody's kind of uppity, so they don't dance no more. They just go and hang out and drink, and
Yeah.
it's kind of boring. A lot more boring to me, anyways. Like
Right.
back then, had people dancing on the tables, dancing on the bar, like getting crazy. But the society nowadays, that's like politically incorrect to do now. So
Right. Like
so it's a little bit more toned down now.
yeah.
I think than it was back then. But yeah, it was fun. I mean, we'd show up at the clubs with 4 or 5 crates of records and have to bring out our turntables and mixing it up live.
Yeah.
There was no Serato. There was no let me borrow your hard drive and let me copy all your music and I'm a DJ. So
Yeah.
the DJs back then, we had to shop for records, and man, I would go to every record store in Dallas, man, from Glad One Stop, to Sound Warehouses,
Right.
to Tower
Sound
Records.
Warehouse.
I mean, back then there was a Oaklawn Records. I would even go over there because they
Yeah.
had some like dance records you can find nowhere else. So I mean, there was a lot of hot spots to get vinyl back then. So
Right. So I mean, you're a Latin DJ, which I mean they can see. What was the scene like coming up then? Because I mean, I get a chance to talk to a lot of DJs, that came up between the time of like 87 and 99.
mm-hmm.
So but I never really get a chance to talk to anybody outside of black. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to know what the Latin scene was like as far as that and do you do hip hop and is it a hard crossover? Is it an easy mix? Like how's that?
I mean, black people, we love all type of music. That's the main reason why the KNON format, it is what it is. Like we play 2 hip hop, we play 2 dance, and then we play 2 Latin records.
Right.
And then we go back to 2 hip hop because we do like a little bit of everything. Even back then, I mean, I grew up, my first records that I would mess with was Run DMC and the Fat Boys.
Yeah.
I heard, I think it was Dr. Rock on the radio, and he had the Fat Boys where it said, brrr, stick 'em. and he made it just go brrr, like for a long time because he was juggling the records.
Yeah.
And I was at home doing it, trying to recreate that on a cassette. And that's, I've been into music ever since. So it's basically the same. It's a lot harder for us because I got to keep up with the Latin side, and I got to keep up with the hip hop side. And then, even the Latins at the club, they like country too. So I got to keep up with country too. So I got to keep up with a lot of music.
So what were some of the clubs back in like in the early 90s that were really going on, that were really popping back then?
I mean, as far as on the Latin side, we had Zaps, which turned into 2550. I mean, Rhythm Nations first.
Yeah.
And then it was Zaps. That was in the European Crossroads.
Right.
We had, it was called Latin Active, and then later they moved and became Suavemente and some other names.
I remember Suavemente.
There was a club in downtown on Riverfront, It used to be Tejano Jams, but then it became Eternities, and then it became something else after that. But
Right.
I mean, there was all kinds of clubs all over.
I remember seeing Tejano Jams when passing through. So yeah, I do remember that. So you said it was about what 97, 98 that you were with KNON. That you started with KNON.
Yeah, I started on KNON.
So how was the start there?
I actually started working at Latin One Stop, which was a record store in Pleasant Grove.
Shout out to the Grove.
Yeah, my boy DJ Reeve, he was there, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm on the radio. You know, you want to come visit the show one day?" And I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna go check you out." So I walk in the studios, hanging out with him, and he was like, "You want to mix?" I was like, "Man, I ain't bring no records." He was like, "Well, there's records right there." And I thought to myself, you know, I might not never in my life get another chance to DJ on the radio. So
Right.
I'm going to do it, you know. So I started going, digging, picking out records and did my mix right there live in the studio, you know, unpracticed, you know, everything. And he liked it. So he was like, "Hey, man, well, you want to be a part of the show?" And the rest is history, you know, been on KNON since then.
Do you remember any of the songs from that mix?
No, I don't. That I don't.
I feel you. I mean, that's the 90s. Like 10 years ago, right?
20
years ago. Man.
Been
I
here for a
said
minute.
10. My math. Wow.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for the young generation to take my spot, but nobody's rise to the occasion. You know, I'm not saying I'm the best, but I do a lot for the city, and my heart is in the music for the city. But a lot of the young generation, they're not pulling for the city, man. Like they can do what I do. Like,
Right.
you know, there's a lot of history behind everything, and they ignore it. You know, they want to do for themselves, and that's one of the biggest problems in Dallas is a lot of people hate on each other. And
Right.
This and that. So I don't try to, you know, choose and pick sides. I try to be cool with everybody and give everybody a shot. You know.
No, you really seem like a really humble man, which you fall into a great crowd for me because Easy Eddie D, love that man. That is one of the most humble dudes that you could ever come across. Erotic D, and these are all legendary names that
And you got him coming to the show, Easy Eddie D, right?
Yeah, I got him coming next week. Which you're more than welcome to come in.
When he comes next week, ask him about the coin in his pocket.
I'll ask him. Definitely. Kev, might ask him about that coin. You know what I'm saying?
He'll show you.
Yeah, man, because he's a yeah, man. But I it's good to know that our legends are really humble, really easy to approach, talk to, be able to sit down with, and have a good conversation with. And that's kind of one of the things that we want to also display is that don't be afraid. You know what I mean, to talk to y'all.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the main thing. If you want to stay around in this game for a long time, I mean, you got to learn not to burn bridges.
Right.
Not because we're in a big city, but the key players in the city are very few, and they've been around for a long time, and they're not gonna. We might add key players to the game, but the OGs, they're not gonna go nowhere because this is what we do, and we can't leave it alone. And you know, nobody's doing it better than, you know, for the city than what we do. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Block Banger mixtapes that George Lopez puts out.
Yep. Shout out.
You know, I got a hand in that. I'm part of that, but I just don't. A lot of people don't know about that.
Right.
And I work hand in hand with George, and I help him out with a lot of projects and even other stuff from the store. But as far as music wise,
right. Oh, you talking about T-Town?
Yeah, T-Town.
Yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to T-Town. Shout out to George Lopez, DSR.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All of those have been great staples, and not just in Dallas hip hop, but the infusion of Latin influence in hip hop. I really say that T-Town had a real big hand in that.
Oh, definitely.
You know what
definitely.
I mean? So how's it being working with George Lopez and being close to him like that?
I mean, he's cool. We've known each other for years, but you know, at the end of the day, it's business. You know, like you know, sometimes we get into it, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, he's a good person. He knows a lot of people in the industry, a lot, and you know, I know a lot too. But I mean, that's why it's always good to keep that bridge open with everybody. Yeah. No matter what. I mean, like I got deals that have went through and some that went sour, but I won't ever talk bad about nobody. I just say, you know, they're doing their thing, I'm doing my thing, and then a lot of times a year or two will pass by, and we'll start working together again because they're doing so much in the city they can't help but work with me, or I'm doing so much that I can't help but work with them. And so you definitely don't ever want to burn no bridges. Like I'm just saying, if someone was to get mad, well, they might not never get played on KNON if they try to burn a bridge with me. But I'm not like that. But just to say other DJs, and here it is 10 years later, well, I still want to get my song played on KNON. What you gonna do? You got to eat all those words that you said back in the day, and suck it up, and then be like, hey man, I'm sorry,
Because
can you play my record?
Because I mean, just from starting to be a DJ, then you know what I'm saying, you're actually somebody that now when you walk in the building, you don't even have to really be in the room for people to be like, he's here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a testament to the work of your lineage. You know what I mean? The things that you've done. So do you have any songs that you're proud of being a part of breaking? Like or what people would consider breaking, like putting on the air and then kind of be one of the first to.
Let me tell you one thing. I was the first person in Dallas to play Damn D on the radio. Like I think he had one song before Love Me. He had one song before that thing another station played. But I was the first one that when I played it on there, I was with the Definition DJs. They hooked me up with the record. I played it and I almost got fired for playing that record. They were like, "What the hell are you playing?" I was like, the program director was like, "Take that garbage off the air if I find out whatever." But they weren't knowing that was the hottest record in the street at the time.
Yep.
And then 6 months later, it was on rotation at the station. But the point is, like, I almost got fired because I played that record on the radio.
And gave it that shot.
Yeah. And then the same for Dero when he first came out. I played one of the first DJs to play his record on the radio. I don't know if I was the first or not, but with the Holly Berry, the Holly Berry record.
Yeah.
Holly Berry, and the Walk That Walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we did a lot. We used to have a show. It was on 106.7. It was called Casa.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a Sunday night show, and we would play a lot of local artists. And we played a lot. I mean, there's on KNON, that's all I do every day. Like every Monday, I have a new artist. This last Monday, I played a new record from a guy named Candyman.
Okay.
And I played another new record from George Lopez from Denton.
Okay.
And I think those were only two like local records that were new, like never been on the air before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's what I do.
Any records that you've played recently that you're like, you know what, you should really check these artists out?
I mean, right now my mind is blank because I got too much music on the brain. But I can't tell you that. I have my producers, which is Just Beats.
Yeah. And
they produced the Not a Stain on Me with Big Tuck, and the Dub Deuce D's, and a few other tracks from the White Up Boys that I Work, I Jig, I Rock. They did that song, and all those, songs got put out, by major labels, and we have some other ones too that got put out by major labels, but, I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
What it is. I mean, it's just been doing it for a long time.
No, I appreciate that, man. No, the reason why I say this because I want people to understand that there's a lot of things that he could be saying, but there's he's just kind of like, nah, let me stick to the ones that I know that these are the ones that I should be letting people know about that they can check out. And I mean, you've had your hand in a lot of different things over 20 years.
Oh, definitely.
A lot of
from TV shows to radio shows to magazines, all kinds of,
You know what I mean? And in some of those chess games, you played the pawn. Some of those you played the knight, rook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some of those you were the king. But
the main reason is I play a lot of local artists.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody in the city can vouch for me, but I don't want to leave nobody out.
Right.
Because if I name a few and then be like, you forgot about me, and.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to get into no politics or hurt nobody's feelings. So.
Nah, we definitely don't want you to do that, man. It's all love here, all positive vibes. I just want people to understand that, like, I'm honored to sit next to you, you know what I'm saying? And, You know what I mean? I'm sitting next to, well, shit, Dallas royalty. This is somebody that could actually walk into the studio and be like, hey, play this song. Nobody else has heard it. He walked in with it on a CD, which is like unheard of these days. It's supposed to be flash drive these days. But, you know what I mean? He walks in with the CD, hey, play this song. I just got it from a guy off the corner. It's the hottest thing I heard. And I bet you it'll get played right then at that time. Because, I mean, they trust you. They trust your ear. They know that you understand crowd control. They understand that if somebody's caught your ear like that, this is something worth a shot. It's like taking risks, like on the Damn D song. You know what I mean? That you've done, since you've done those things, you are able to do things like that now. So, you know what I mean? I want people to understand that even though that they see you here and you're humble about it, you're a DJ. They may just see DJ, KNON, or whatever, but you've done a lot more and been a lot more influential than just a KNON DJ. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
you were a
definitely.
Definition DJ, which Definition DJ Johnny Rip, Darkness, and a few others that, you know what I'm saying, I can't really name, but those, you know what I'm saying, we really deal with closely throughout the show, because I mean they show us love in the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you were part of that before they were here. You were part of that when they had to find club work. When I was talking with Darkness one time, and it was actually a point in time where y'all would actually share the records between each other, like have meetings and be like, these are the top 5 I'm listening to right now. These are the ones you need to check out at the whole meet. You know what I mean? Putting people in different sections of the city and spreading them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, radar.
Yeah, I mean, that's what helped put the city on, and then because we would get a new record and we would make it hot in all the clubs, and that's what you need to do. Like individually, artists out there, if you're listening, is take your song to the club, get it hot in the clubs, and then radio can't ignore it, but to play it. But don't show up at 12 o'clock when the club is packed and say, "Can you play my record?" You cut off or what?
That's like a recurring thing for us. It's like every time that we talk to a DJ, it's like that's the main thing that artists do. Has it seemed to curve? Has it seemed to go down any? I mean, does it just seem to get like nobody seems to get that message?
I mean, just no. I mean, people they want to show up and show out, and when the club is there, but that, like, you need to be able to build a relationship. Show up as soon as the club opens, and it doesn't matter if nobody's in the club. You want the DJ to hear it, and if it's good enough, maybe he'll play it later on in the night.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you gotta spend a little $5-10, get in the club, and support the DJ and be like, hey man, here to check you out. I got this record, but get there early. Don't try to show up at prime time and be like, and then, can you play my record? I'll buy you a beer. I'm like, I'm not finna get fired and clear my dance floor for a beer. It's like, nah, I'm good. And then they get upset.
Yeah, and it's sad, but is there? Well, with that being said, is there a platform or a time and a place that they can come to try to approach you with new music?
For me, it's always best to hit me up online. Hey, look me up on Facebook, DJ Daniel Boom. You can Google the name. I pull up wherever, and just reach out to me. And then after you send me the record, send me a follow up, man. Hey, man, did you get a chance to check out that record? And sometimes I'm extremely busy, but if you stay on me, then I'll be like, okay, well, this cat really wants me to check out his record. Let me check out his record, and I'll check it out.
So I'm gonna ask you a couple of personal questions here. Do you like beer?
Yeah.
Do you like tacos?
Yeah.
So would you sit down with an artist over tacos and beer?
Depends. I mean, my time is, I'm always busy. But I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have, I've had, people invite me out, hey, let's go sit down and talk and let you check out my stuff. So, but yeah.
I just want to throw that out there for him, because it's always better to come bearing a gift if you're gonna ask somebody to do you a favor.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I mean, I understand. Like, I've seen people be like, "Oh yeah, man, I give you $50." That's cool, but I mean, he probably making $200+ to do this gig tonight. He gonna lose that for an extra $50 to play your song, which may crash his flow. Nah, it's just bad timing. But you know, just try to hopefully get them to think outside of the box of just approaching you when you're at work, because you're hard at work. You know what I mean? So
definitely, because that also lets somebody know, okay, they're putting money behind, you know, they got a budget, they're really serious about this music, you know, because sometimes I get something, I was like, man, it sounds like you recorded in a closet, and they'll be like, I did, you know, I recorded in my bedroom on whatever, some little studio, home studio. I'm like, I mean, that's cool, but if you're trying to hit for the radio, you got to put some quality in your product.
What's the best home? I'm going to try to ask you a question that hopefully you may have to dig into the mind for a little bit. What's the best home recording that you ever heard?
I mean, you couldn't say now because, like, there's multi-million-dollar studios in some people's home, you know, so you can't really judge it on that.
Right,
know?
Right. All right, now I ain't going to ask you that one. I'm going to let them ride.
You're talking about, like, a crap record. Now there's some that I've heard, like, crappy recordings. Mm-hmm. And I've told them, like, hey, you know, you need to go and spend some time in the studio and re-release that track. It's a hot record. And there's also some artists that I've actually worked with that I've actually seen the potential and be like, let me get you in the studio and let's cut a record. You know, let's, you know, redo this song and redo, you know, format it correctly and let's go with it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, Kev. So, do me a favor. See what pull up a video. Any video you feel like pulling up. We're going to go into some of that music here in a little bit. Is there anything that, well, before we go any further, please give me your Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter so they can reach out to you and talk to you a little bit later.
It should be DJ Daniel Boom on everything. So just Google name BOOM, DJ Daniel Boom. You can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything.
And just like DJ Peanut said, man, you are the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? He did say that here online. I did catch that. I just want to do a couple of shouts out.
That's DJ Peanut from back in the day. He knows how many mixtapes we used to move in the streets.
Yeah.
Back in the Traders Village days when it was good. You know.
Traders Village. Oh, man.
I mean, I could probably say I've probably dropped over 300 mixtapes.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my day.
Do you do a lot of mixing and scratching on the mixtapes, or you just kind of
I like mix them all. I mean, they're all mixed, but I don't do a whole lot of scratching because most of the people, they don't want to hear that.
Yeah, do you do the hosting?
I have hosted some, but I don't do a lot of hosting.
I can dig it. Alrighty, well, I want to do a couple of shout outs here. Gregory Tyson, Pay Me, both Courtney and Stephen, you know what I'm saying? Always fuck with y'all. Pat Hendricks, appreciate you checking us out. Bambino, Kev for working the boards and joining the stream. Multitasking, my nigga. Look at you, cuh. Demaya, appreciate you. Not Kev. Jari, get well, bro. Freestyles, you know what I'm saying? Get that chicken soup in you and stop feeling sick. You know what I'm saying? I want you spreading the gout to people when you come back. Ignacio, appreciate you, homie. Blue, Christopher Blue, Doris Lynn. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Get that right. Brandon Wilborn, Brandon Berto, what up, cuz? Appreciate you checking me out. Funky Town Myth. This Velo Reynolds. Man, we got Latasha Rose in this building. Okay. Of course, you know what I'm saying? One of my favorite DJs, Peanut. He's awesome as shit, both in person and on the boards. Derek, appreciate you, and Mark Wilson. Chris Nunez. Appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying, is checking out the stream right now. We're going to go into a little bit of music. Kev? And you know what I'm saying, we'll be back here in a little bit. L7, appreciate you popping in. Stick around for going to some music, and we'll be back a little bit later. It's Dallas Unit Radio Show. Logo, Kev. Yeah, man, I really appreciate this, bro. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we because we do a lot of talking to artists in the industry.
Yeah, man, real slam. Hey, yeah, man. Yeah, y'all be grinding. Whole lot of gang shit. Same boom gang, though. Nigga. Stay John. Yeah. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it. Trying to get this money, talking about 100 ways. If you ain't getting money, you can get it by my face. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it. Trying to get this money, talking about 100 ways. If you ain't getting money, you can get it by my face. Remember they said I'ma make it, no. Remember they said I wouldn't be shit. I remember they tell me I wouldn't get no money, now I see I be getting it. Me up flex on these niggas, flex. Boy, I protect on these niggas, check. Yeah, I be grinding to get money, these niggas be hating, I'm flexing on niggas, flex. Yeah, I tried to get these niggas, took it down with me. With these niggas, then they feeling now they looking silly. Yeah. But Granny tryna grind, Granny tryna get it, Granny tryna get the money, tryna get it, us tryna get the million. On my team, we official and we authentic. Hey, Black Star, and you know we bout to really get it. Right. All my niggas and we grind and we pull a train bang. And we all about that money, yeah, we gotta get it. Hustling every day, we gotta get it, man. I ain't playing with you niggas, try to get it, man. Tryna get it 100 million, tryna get a flat crib, tryna get it how I live. Man, I'm trying to live lavish. Know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it. Trying to get this money, talking about 100 ways. If you ain't getting money, you can get it by my face. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it. Trying to get this money, talking about 100 ways. If you ain't getting money, you can get it by my face.
You know that I'm grinding. Repeating the hustle, rewind it. You ain't a hustle, you lying. I really be stunned, they trying. Shoot at your chick like Ginobili. 24K on me now, but no Kobe. I'm really the truth, low key. I learned the game from the streets. Running up the bankroll. Punch with a whole lot of pesos. Hey, little thoughts, I'ma take those. Stacks on me now, gotta make more. I just popped the bottle now, I'm in the zone. Your girl wanna swallow, I'm like carry on. 100 ways, gotta grind till we on. And look at the money, can't leave it alone. These niggas hating. I ain't got time to be wasted. I ain't got time to be patient. Chasing the bag, yeah. Chasing the bag like we racing. Old bread, money aging. Stepped out like we made it. Yeah. Bread on me, I'm a walking leak. Camp blue benches, a nigga leak. Heard these niggas wanna off the clip. These niggas crazy. Bread on me, I'm a walking leak. Swear to God, I got the niggas sick. Niggas really broken, talking rich. Ooh.
You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it. Trying to get this money, talking about 100 ways. If you ain't getting money, you can get it by my face. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it, you know. You know I be grinding to get it. Trying to get this money, talking about 100 ways. If you ain't getting money, you can get it by my face.
I just be stacking them 50s, I just be stacking them hundreds. I'm Benjamin Hunting. I tell her back, tell her run it. Nigga be flying the bitch and I'm high as a coming. Easy yelling, I be stunting for real. Young nigga getting this money for real. AC on my neck, chill. It just might freeze a nigga. Bro, you better keep it easy, nigga. Wrist dance, Chris Breezy, nigga. I'm hot sauce off the heezy, nigga. That's off the head. Whipping the bowl with the yeast in the water, cause I just be chasing this bread. Slide on the cheese and the lettuce, tomatoes, just really running through these bands. Nigga, like, what is you saying? I'm in the post like the mailman. That's 93, that you smell, man. You a slow nigga like the snail, man. Wait. Nigga, I got keys like the jail, man. Can't lock none of my bars up. I power up like Super Saiyan. And Tony.
DJ good with it. Turn the shit up.
Okay, on the beat. Mama, Zachary making beats again.
I'm sipping head out the bottle, no choice. Mind be in so many places, but I can't seem to find the time to chase a bitch. My mind be on $1, so I'd rather make some sense. Shit, do you get the bigger picture? Am I making sense? Baby mama steady tripping, it ain't making sense. Shit ain't adding up, it seems like I ain't done enough. But when I add it up, do I really think I done enough? My daddy told me keep pushing, everything changed, little nigga just keep pushing. When all your partners change, little nigga you keep pushing, and keep stacking your change, my nigga just keep pushing. I been praying to God and walking with the devil, riding the thin line like whatever is whatever. Pissing dirty, going to jail, it get rainy like some weather. Shit really get deep, it get hotter than a sweater and some levels. I can't lie, I really been stressed, but I cannot complain, I really been blessed. And I years, I still miss them. Sit in my place to vent. And when you got nobody to talk to, hitting in my place to vent. When you feel you all alone, my nigga, sit in my place to vent. Only God can judge me. Hitting in my place to vent.
Seem like my vision ain't clear. Just lost my mama this year. It happened quick, I'm still sick and I can't even deal with it. Family members super scheming, side chicks wishing and dreaming to hit a lick on the kid. They begging to come and see me. Scooter Max still in the pen. Lil' homie signed for some time. Stay my head, can't imagine what's been on my nigga mind. OG plotting on some bullshit, guess that's how it goes. Friends turn foes, niggas acting like hoes. Drug you spend on abuse, losing hope I can't cope. Drink bars and beans, where the green I need to smoke. Being broke down and depressed will make you wanna slit your wrist. I'm paranoid around this bitch cause niggas thinking that I'm rich.
What the fuck?
I'm paranoid around this bitch cause niggas thinking that I'm rich.
Sit in my place to
drink bars and beans, where the green I need to smoke.
Sit in my place to vent. And when you got nobody to talk to, hitting in my place to vent. When you feel you all alone, my nigga, sit in my place to vent. Only God can judge me. Hitting in my place to vent.
This should be played at high volume.
Sound cool, right? Cool, right? Cool, right? Make you wanna spark a blunt up on the moonlight. Yeah. Depend on what you moonlight. Talk about whatever. All we need is 2 mics, but I'ma give it to you real though. Couple weirdos, put the flavor in your ear hole. Now these windows wide open, let the wind blow. Gotta feel the breeze, all these opportunities been thrown like gold that I can't enthrone. I just wanna do my thing, everything from clothes, get it by any means. If it means get on, then I'm riding for the team, dive high, fly low. This is just a naughty yo daydream. This is just a naughty yo daydream. This is just a naughty yo daydream. This is just another yo daydream. Yeah.
Take you where you want,
game changers, we done made it. Well, not really, but I know you got our songs on your playlist. So when you hear this, play it daily. We done came kinda far, huh, gravy? Ain't nobody fucking with this pen that I'm camping. When it come to writing, I don't see no limits. When it come to fighting, I don't see restrictions. When it come to family, I don't see no quitting, damn. But I guess that's what we deal for. We a team, right? But I guess you don't remember. We all lost sight and the plan got hindered. When pigs fly plus sign, I symbol. Hate to see the shit fall down like timber. Nigga, we was supposed to drop this shit in November. Now my outlook looking even more dimmer. Really, we all should've checked our tempers. Yeah. But now that's just an afterthought. We only human and mistakes are a part of our nature. Let it be known, baby, I don't hate you. You did what you had to do. Repetitive shit made you chunk the deuce. Got us parting ways, should've called a truce. If it was up to me, I would've included you. Man, E&J shots to the brain. Got a young nigga on suicide watch. Dang, broken, almost insane. Man, impatient, screaming for a change. Man, I guess that's really power of the tongue. 10 weeks turned into 3 fucking months, and 3 months turned into our shots. Our time is up, damn, shit got real.
What? We live. Nah, my mind ain't smoking. It's your boy Little Solid Man. That was really the radio show. Okay, I'm coming for real now. I'm here with now I'm dying for real. I feel like unique. Right now.
So you cut too early. You cut too early.
I did it. Yeah, I should let that gag go when I had the chance. I'm here with the legendary, you know what I'm saying, DJ Daniel Boone of KNON, of Dallas, of you know what I'm saying, assisting DSR, T-Town Music, you know what I mean, and well, just being around on the scene in the city for the last 20 years, and helping artists grow, helping the scene get his music and his party going, and also, you know, being as neutral as possible, which that also benefits when artists are having an issue with each other. Does it not?
Oh, definitely. I mean, like I said, you got to eat it up, because if not, you know, I mean, rappers need to realize this is the entertainment business. Like, just like movies is an entertainment business. I mean, Sylvester Stallone didn't really shoot all those people in the movie, so you don't have to. You know, this is entertainment. You know,
No.
if you want to live that life, and you're a rapper, then you're just putting all your business on the street. You're snitching on yourself. You know, you need to stop. You know, and just realize this is an entertainment industry. You know, don't do it. You know, like if you're living that life, don't advertise it, because you will be in jail. You know, there's a ton of rappers that live the life and they're in jail.
Yeah. My question is, does it seem that the artists are just arrogant these days, or is it something that's always been a part of it, or you know, like does it seem like newer rappers are just coming with a different type of attitude, like they're already on, or you know, is it something that's been always around?
I mean, it's kind of always been around, but I think it is a little bit worse nowadays because I mean, how old are you?
I'm 37.
So a young rapper is gonna be like, man, you're just old. You don't understand. You know? and I bet you hear that all the time. You know,
Yeah,
you don't understand
I heard it a few times. Yeah, I heard it a few
and
times.
that's them, you know, being arrogant and thinking that we don't know anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, they don't know we already been there. You know, done all that. But you know, regardless, a lot of the younger, trendy generation, they don't follow the same rules. You know, they grew up where you didn't have to push the record. They grow up with YouTube, success, or Facebook famous, Instagram famous, and a lot of them feel when they reach that fame that they've already made it, which really they haven't made anything.
Right. You just made a lot of people see you. You know what I'm saying? See your music, but you really haven't made anything out of it in the industry. What is the difference? What would you say the main difference is in the two? Because now that they've made all of these numbers on the social media, what is how should they take that to equate that into money?
I mean, if they're doing it on social media, then they need to follow up on how to get paid from streams, how to get paid from YouTube, and follow all that. And a lot of times, it's just encoding you get the RSC codes or whatever for the record. So every time you play it on a station or in a stream, they can capture that and say, that hey, that song's copywritten song, and they need to get paid for it.
Yep. Yeah, ISRC codes. Definitely, those are definitely something you want to look into. If you don't know what those are, you should Google those. Is there any advice that you would give anybody when they go to the studio? Well, I'm gonna get to the general public here in a minute because they also don't know how to approach DJs. I know this because being somebody who does not know how to approach a DJ, then becoming somebody who kind of learned how to approach a DJ is kind of like oh, I was fucking up.
I mean, that's just like we're right here in the middle of, a show, and someone comes walking in the door. Hey, man, can I be on your show? Can I be on your show? Well, it's like, right now I'm in the middle of my show right now. Talk to me after the show, before the show.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, we get impromptu bust-ins all the time. I mean, I'm surprised ain't nothing happened today. Thank God for that. But hey, we kind of roll with it because, like, I really want to keep this to be in Dallas' show. You know what I'm saying? And they may actually have a question that they ask you to help somebody out there that when they look back, it came from this. It came from that person's curiosity. It came from your answer, and it came from their motivation off of that spark. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if we can make Dallas great again, to make Dallas great again. You know what I'm saying? It would be awesome because like we really are we're like top 5 and we've never really fluctuate or move. That means we always have something going on here.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it seems to the people here that we don't have stuff going on here. Everybody around here loves Dallas. Everybody around here. I've been overseas. I say I'm from Dallas. They're like, oh shit, are you a cowboy? Like, I'm like, nah.
I mean, we're one of the largest, like, Dallas alone is one of the largest cities, but when you add the Metroplex of Fort Worth, Arlington, all the surrounding areas,
And sorry, y'all getting
our
looked
coverage
over.
area is one of the top 5, like number 5.
Yeah.
So a lot of people say, you can break a record in Dallas. It's a lot harder to break a record in Dallas than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Other than probably New York to break a record.
Why do you think that is? For it's so hard for a record to be broken here? Is the market just too diverse, too dispersed?
No, there's a lot of different answers for that question, but one of the main thing is we don't have a great history of record companies that are representing the city. We have T-Town, and George what he does what he does. But like when you think of Houston, you think of Rap a Lot. Then you got, you got like
SUC. You got
we got like 4 or 5 different labels that are still around. If you think of Atlanta, there's 100 labels in Atlanta that are still there. They've been around for years, so they know the game and they can bring people up in the game, and that's part of what Dallas is missing. Is we've never had a major record company that just says, hey, let me sign talent. Well, we do have one on the dance side and pop, which is like the Laura Sapien group. A lot of people go through that. That's where I think Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez, they all went there.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that help them get into, all the TV shows and whatnot. But as far as on the hip hop side, we don't have any of that. We don't have that history. Even though we have artists like, Pookie and Lucci, Tug,
Free Lucci.
DLC, you know, all of them, you know, have a lot of great artists have came out the city, but
a lot.
They unfortunately they never established like a big company that would distribute the music and take care of all the legal side. So in Dallas, we've kind of been lacking on the legal side on how to go after our money, how to, you know, not necessarily get ripped off, you know, like
Yeah.
so artists can start getting paid and budgets and major. You know, it's a lot of money to push a record unless you get lucky and, you know, like just for instance, Yellow Beezy, that's on me. That record he pushed it for like a year
Yeah,
and
he
a
did.
half before, you know, it went to where it went, and so it wasn't overnight.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Before everybody caught on to it, Gina requested it to be played on our show. We actually had we were in the 211 building downtown. We were part of Dallas on Air at that time, and she requested. I'm pretty sure it was like probably 7 months before, before it actually hit. So when it hit, it didn't even hit me, and then I was actually going back through those shows, and I was like, hey. Hey, we played that. You know what I'm saying? Like it, but it's cool to know that you know what I'm saying, you were part of something before everybody else was like, that's my favorite song. Have you heard that song? Have you heard that song? Yeah, I actually have. I heard it before.
And then we're on, you know, when he was with Trapper and Designer, we were playing that in the clubs, you know, and that song was getting hot. And I mean, it doesn't happen overnight, but I mean, he would do a lot of shows, like even on the Latin side, I seen him in the clubs doing shows and doing some of the like open mics. You know, he would probably be the featured artist, but he was doing some of the open mics and stuff. When it was Mr. Biggs or whatever it was, the one on the Wards Highway, the joint.
Yeah, man. Oh man, so please give anybody new that's came in, they want to follow you on social media, please give it to them.
Once again, you just Google the name DJ Daniel Boom. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat is DJ Daniel Boom. Twitter is the same thing. You know, all of them. So.
All right. So shout out to Expo Bar. I stole their matches, and these hoes have been working lovely for me. Also, it is a great place to go get some food, get your drink, and it's right there off of Exposition, or Perry Street, right around the corner off Exposition, 3611 Perry Street. Go through there and we'll support them. Why? Because it's a Dallas fucking venue, and you be at home bored. What you do with your life? Anyway, we're getting close to, you know what I'm saying, an hour here. I do appreciate your time and the things that you share with people. Is there anything that you feel like I might have missed a question that you want to share with anybody before we close out?
I mean, just basically you got support the city. You know, everybody out there. I mean, you're gonna buy a record. You know, don't download it off of YouTube. You know, spend 99 cents, buy a record. You know, support the scene. You know, it goes a long way. You know, if we had a lot of people out there, you know, buying local music or let somebody know about music. You know, if you got something to bump a Dallas artist. I mean, we got a lot of talent in the city, and it's hard, man. Like you played an artist today I never heard of, and you say he's from right here in the neighborhood, and I mean, get out there and promote. I mean, there's no reason why I shouldn't know that record, but it's because they haven't approached me with a record.
Right.
You know, let the DJs know, get out there and work. You know, that's what you got to do. If you want to be heard, you got to work, man. You just can't share it on your Facebook and only your, 300, 400 friends, you got 1,000 friends going to see it. You know, you got to get out there, go to the clubs. If I really wanted to make it, I would be hitting every single club.
Yeah.
You know, make my way around the city, posters, flyers. I mean, you got to even hit them up old school. Let them know how to find you.
Mm-hmm.
Get out there and do it.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, your CD is just a bigger business card if you decide to invest in that. You know what I'm saying? Some people listen to it, but some people, everybody you hand it to will see. You know what I mean? So it gives you something to work with. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, the Hershey report, right? Because we don't want to leave without that. Kev, you know where we're going with this. So I was guest hosting at Expo Bar for Southside Sundays, right? I was wondering where all the people were, right? Because I mean, we had like 4 artists. They were all pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Ninja Mike kind of stood out the most. You know what I'm saying? Because well, he was a rapper with the soul of Michael Jackson. I'm gonna let that sink in for a minute. So it was a lot of rapping and kicks. Just in case you didn't get that picture, he was performing his ass off here. You know what I'm saying? If you like the music, you kind of enjoyed the performance. But anyway, I was wondering where all the artists were, so I swung past Radius. It was packed. I was like, okay, that's where everybody's at. I'm going home, go eat tacos and drink some beer. That's why I asked you if you like tacos and beer, 'cause it's fucking awesome. Well, little did I know, by the time that I was passing by, which was like 1, 2 in the morning, they were getting ready to let out. Well, they weren't getting ready to let out like voluntarily. She was getting broken up because, well, somebody decided they were going to break up one of the crowd's favorite artists set, Big Young. Well, they got their ass mopped. That's that whole shit that they had the audacity to actually step on somebody's set, even if the promoter has fucked up the scene, has fucked up the list, the way of everything's going. Right. You don't take that out on the artist that's actually performing at that time. If the DJ's prepared the music and he's already performing, I mean, you kind of take that up with the promoter there and get that straight. You know what I'm saying? You don't pull that whole shit. And rightfully so, he got his ass stomped out from what I saw on tape. I mean, I'm not on tape because we don't do tape these days. It's online. Like, you can see it on Instagram, like, instantly. You was catching an instant ass whooping.
It was after hours?
And then ass whooping. Is that, no, it don't work? Yeah.
Was it after hours?
No, it was like, I think it was probably like around 1, 2 in the morning. It was like, like he was.
But I'm saying, like, as a club, when they tell you got to cut the music off, you got to cut it off.
No.
It wasn't that.
No, they were like, he
Oh, by the way, Big Young, he just got through, he was on KNON, I think, last Friday.
Yeah, cool dude.
On Kane show, yeah.
Yeah. I can actually say I got his first interview, very first one.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. You're here in the dungeon. No bullshit. Yeah. It's funny how shit circles around. But yeah, man, it's Dallas Funeral Radio Show. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, kicking with us. Daniel Boone, appreciate the time, man. You be blessed on your travels. Everybody else, y'all be blessed tonight. If you go party safe. Strap up if you're getting some. Unless you're trying to have a kid. Hopefully I had an STD test first and know what all that's about. STD test. In other words, splash. And good night. It's the Dallas United Radio Show. Logo, Kev. Let's go.